Hi there, I'm Jay McNeil, and this is the Be Doing Faith podcast. Today and before today, the Faith Leader Directory has gone live. That is the Faith Leader Directory at directory.com. What is the Faith Leader Directory? Why is it important? How is it different than doing a Google search or some other internet search? Well, the Faith Leader Directory really is just all faith leaders in one place. It's never happened before. It needs to happen now. It should have happened a long time ago. Why is it important? Because everybody is going to need some help sometime. Every household, no matter what your faith or spiritual beliefs, is going to have crises. They're going to have doubts. People are going to be born. People are going to die. And you're going to have conflicts. You're going to need somebody to talk to. Somebody you know, somebody in your own family is going to need somebody to talk to that's not you. Somebody that can sit and listen. We don't do this living thing alone. We all need help sometime. And it's better to dig a well before you're thirsty. That is, find those resources, have those relationships, know who the person is when you're reaching out for help. You can't wait until there's a crisis. You can't wait until you're thirsty to dig that well. You've got to dig it first. At least it's better if you dig it first. And how is this different than doing a Google search? I wrote some stuff down on this one. So this is intended to be a collaborative effort among all faith leaders, among all faith communities, among every kind of community that gathers that is similar in the way it conducts itself to a faith community, to a congregation. There are all different kinds of belief systems. And so it is strange that faith leaders have not done a great job of coming together and working together to serve everybody's spiritual and emotional needs, which is the only way we're going to be successful at it. So faith leaders that do this through the Faith Leader Directory, they're people who want to serve together, right? They want to be found. They want to continue putting themselves out there. They're still answering their calling to serve all of humankind. A lot of times, faith leaders like myself, we go through this process, and whatever our tradition is, right? We're brought up in something, maybe we come to it as an adult, we go to school, we work really, really hard to be able to be in a position to serve people, right? Really, it's kind of all of humanity. We very often, very common, have this high calling that is sort of sensed, both maybe internally, vertically with God, if you use that language. Communities raise up spiritual teachers, recognize those gifts in people and ask them to serve in this way. And so a lot of times when we are going through these processes, especially I can speak more about the United States and more about Christianity than other religions, right? But when there are fewer people, the religions have this tendency, because they're made of humans, to grab on tighter, right? To clench fists as the resources seem to be disappearing and people are less and less present in congregational pews, less money in offering plates, staff is shrinking, right? Faith leaders are overwhelmed with the work that there is to do and the few resources there are to do it. And the, I dare say, increasing disrespect of religion and faith leaders, right? And so this lost faith in the faith leaders and faith communities, this lost trust, it is not been responded to in a way that we change easily and start working together, which we should have been doing all along, but we grab on tighter. So if you do a Google search, you're going to get listings of weird results depending on what terms you put in, right? But if you go to the Faith Leader Directory, you can search by whatever terms that you want, right? And find the faith leaders and faith communities that are either nearby or providing the services that you want, that is Do you need somebody to listen to you? Do you need somebody to say a prayer, to do a blessing, to provide a funeral, to come to a house visit, to do a housewarming, right? What is it that you need? Do you need a guest speaker for a panel? Do you need a panel of diverse representatives, right? There are so many life things. Are you having a conflict? Are you getting married and need some sort of pre-marriage counseling before you make that major decision? There are endless life events, problems and conflicts and emotional difficulty. If you're having any kind of, I don't want to say extreme, but beyond the normal levels of sadness or stress or anxiety, who's listening to you? Where can you talk about the things that you're struggling with? If you have religious questions or non-religious questions, who are the people? And you might find churches that pop up in a Google search, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult to gather information about them. That's very telling. So we hope that you'll use the Faith Leader Directory. We hope that you'll add to the Faith Leader Directory. So go to Faith Leader Directory to find a faith leader or a faith community and add listings today.